And we are rolling. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your buddy Jake Dominguez back with another movie review. Welcome to my first movie review of the month of December. That's right, it is Christmas time. Christmas is upon us, the holidays are upon us. I'm excited to end out the year with a bunch of awesome movie reviews. Of course, with some Christmas movies in there as well. And now I'm going to take my Santa hat off. I'm not going to wear that the rest of the review because even I have a little bit of standards. Of course, this is the month we've all been waiting for. Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out this month. I am so excited. It's all I can think about. The hype is real. But today, I'm not going to talk about Star Wars. I'm going to review The Man Who Invented Christmas. I saw this with my family the other day, and I wanted to make a review for it. Good. It's an appropriate Christmas movie for my first kind of movie review of December. My first Christmas movie review, if you will. So, The Man Who Invented Christmas is the story of how Charles Dickens created A Christmas Carol. You all know A Christmas Carol, one of the most iconic stories of all time, and it's a dramatization of his life during that time and how he wrote that iconic book. Albeit a pretty fictionalized depiction of how he wrote that book, but there is some truth in there. If you know anything about Charles Dickens, there is definitely some real things in this movie that shows his life and his situation when he was writing this book. At the time he wrote A Christmas Carol, he was in a lot of debt. He was poor, had a bunch of flops, and he was trying to think of a really great book. At the time, a book about Christmas and the way he was doing it was pretty unheard of. Seemed like a crazy idea. But he wrote it, and it became, one of the most iconic books of all time. Is that a spoiler alert? I mean, it's not a spoiler because we all know that, right? Anyway, that's the plot of this movie. The cool thing that this movie does is that it shows how Charles Dickens imagines A Christmas Carol as he is writing the book. Christopher Plummer is in this film, and he plays Ebenezer Scrooge. He kind of imagines the character of Ebenezer Scrooge and other characters from A Christmas Carol. And that's basically the plot of this movie. I should mention, Charles Dickens himself is played by Dan Stevens. He's on the TV show Legion, which is on right now, which is apparently really good. He was in a movie called The Guest, which I really like, directed by Adam Wingard. Little independent movie that's really pretty underrated. And recently he was in this year's remake of Beauty and the Beast, the Disney movie. He played the Beast in that movie. He's a great actor. And I gotta say, I'm kind of conflicted on how to feel about this movie because I gotta be honest, I actually liked this movie. I had a lot of fun with The Man Who Invented Christmas. At the same time, I also know that it has its flaws. I knew nothing about this movie going in. I didn't even see a trailer for it. I knew nothing. I knew it existed. I knew it had Dan Stevens and Christopher Plummer, who are two of my, favorite actors. Christopher Plummer is a legend. And that's all I knew. But I went in and I actually really enjoyed it. Here's the problems I have with The Man Who Invented Christmas. That title alone kind of tells you all you need to need. This movie almost feels more like a BBC production than like a big movie sometimes, if that makes sense. It almost feels like a TV movie. I know that sounds really harsh. I don't mean it to be. But it kind of has that feel for it. And this movie's kind of silly. It's a cheesy movie. As fun as the stuff is with Charles Dickens imagining Ebenezer Scrooge and Christopher Plummer, he's perfect as his imagination of what Scrooge looked like, and the other characters as well. It's fun, but at the same time, it is pretty silly and it is pretty cheesy. The good news is that this movie knows it, and knows it's silly, and knows it's just supposed to be a fun Christmas movie, and it does that. This is a movie the whole family can enjoy. There's a little thing in there for everyone. The acting is great. Dan Stevens is excellent as Charles Dickens. Like I said, Christopher Plummer, great. Jonathan Pryce is in this film as well, and he's terrific. All the acting is pretty good, but especially from those three. They do a great job. If you're a fan of Charles Dickens like I am, and if you love The Christmas Carol like I do, you'll enjoy this movie a lot. It's a very original way to tell the Christmas Carol story in a way we haven't really seen before. I mean, we've seen movies about, writers imagining their characters before, but not like this with A Christmas Carol, at least I can think of. So it's done an original way of telling this iconic story we've heard a zillion times. And it's fun. It's really fun, and it's pretty emotionally stirring. Melodramatic? Oh yeah. But the emotion is there. And we get to see Charles Dickens' character growth in this movie, and it's pretty touching, and it's a lot of fun. And overall, it's a fun movie. It's just nice. This is a cozy, family-friendly, cute movie. And for what it is, I had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it almost does kind of feel like a TV movie at times, though, because it doesn't feel that huge. In fact, I'm forgetting the name of the TV show right now, but a lot of the sets for this movie were used on a TV show that was canceled recently, and they reused them as sets for this movie, which is crazy. Apparently it's not a very high budget film, so that's how they were able to get away with so much and having some sets and the costumes and all that. So it doesn't feel as huge as it could be. You could tell they're dealing with a pretty low budget. Sometimes the editing and the direction isn't great. It feels a little too scattershot at times for my taste. But the movie is just cute. It's a fun Christmas movie, and it's nice and inspirational. Isn't that all you want from a Christmas movie? I know I do, especially when I go to see it with my whole family like I did. So overall, The Man Who Invented Christmas is cheesy. Yeah, it's a little melodramatic. But you know what? So was Charles Dickens' writing. His writing can also be very silly. It also can be pretty dark and bleak and deal with some serious subjects. This movie isn't as great as, Charles Dickens' masterworks, but it does kind of have that sort of tone of his works in it, which I thought was pretty fun. And I thought this was a pretty good Christmas movie overall, flaws and all. I liked it. I'm going to give The Man Who Invented Christmas a B. So, that's my review of this movie. Have you seen this movie? If you liked it, if you've seen it at all, regardless of what your thoughts are, let me know down in the comments section below, because I think it is worth seeing if you want to see it, if you want a cute family movie to watch during Christmas. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, thank you. It means the world. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like and comment this video, please. It really does help. Get ready for some more awesome reviews coming up all throughout December, including a few Star Wars related videos as well. You guys are awesome. Never forget, I am your friend. I'm always going to be there for you. I just realized the camera was right here. I was pointing to right there, but the actual little camera thing on my phone is right here. Oops. You know what I mean. Thank you so much, guys. You're the greatest, and I will see you next time.